Hello everyone, welcome to your weekly horoscope for the week of October 13th until October 20th. Thank you so much for listening and watching to this video. You can contact me for your own personal reading at lamartownsendtarot.com, okay? I would love to hear from you. Your own personal tarot reading or birth chart reading. If you have any questions, check out the FAQ section as well as the personal ethics section, okay? This week we'll be doing Aquarius, Aries, Pisces, Gemini, Leo, Sagittarius, Virgo, Libra, Capricorn, Taurus, Cancer, and Scorpio in that order, okay? Thank you for listening and watching. Subscribe and follow me on social media. The links will be in the description box below, okay? Let's get started. Aquarius, how are you guys? Aquarius, please contact me for your own personal, private, confidential psychic tarot reading at lamartownsendtarot.com, okay? Aquarius, what's coming up for you guys for the week of October 13th until October 20th, 2017? Spirit, please tell me, please show me what is coming up for Aquarius for the week of October 13th until October 20th, 2017. Aquarius. Thank you, Spirit. What is coming up for Aquarius? Aquarius, please remember this is a general reading. Remember, if you want your own personal, private reading to read on your specific situation, you have to contact me for a personal reading, okay? lamartownsendtarot.com. Alright. Aquarius, what's coming up for my Aquarius for the week of October 13th until October 20th? Aquarius. Alright, Aquarius. Let's see what's coming up for you guys. You guys know I always pull, card at the bottom of the deck. You guys know I always pull an oracle card at the beginning. So the card that you got, Aquarius, is you're being helped. Alright? Heaven is working behind the scenes to help you, even if you don't see the results yet. Alright? The card at the bottom of the deck for you, Aquarius, is the Devil card. Addictions, fear, worry, anxiety. Things that are holding you back, restrictions, self-limiting beliefs, alright? Self-limiting people, situations. You may be coming to realize that a situation or a friendship or a relationship actually isn't that good for you, alright, this week. The Nine of Wands here in the past position, overcoming a difficult situation. Could be a situation dealing once again with the past, or it could be, here we have the Six of Cups, which I sometimes see as the past, right? Or a childhood connection. So it could deal with something actually since childhood, something that's been sticking with you since childhood, something that could be holding you back. So it could be a behavior or a mental, or just someone or something, once again, that you've known since childhood. Here we have the Page of Wands in the future position. And in the conclusion, we have lots of wand cards here, Aquarius. The Ten of Wands here in the conclusion. Feels a little bit like, going up, like an uphill battle, like going uphill, like for battle, Aquarius. That's kind of what it feels like. Let's pull some more cards. Mental blocks, not having mental clarity, Aquarius. What's going on this week? Saying goodbye to the past. Something from the past is definitely limiting you and holding you back, and it feels like you're actually just afraid to kind of leave it behind fully for some reason. Feels like though you may be pushed this week to kind of forcefully say goodbye. Alright? Once again, this could be a work situation. It feels like it really could be a friendship. Some connection that you have, whether it be a karmic connection or just a like emotional, physical bond connection that you have with someone, or something that you're realizing, or the universe is making you realize, whether through other people's mouths or just kind of certain situations, that this needs to be left behind. Okay? The Hermit, the King of Cups. And it's interesting because I think once you kind of leave whatever this is behind that's causing all of this negative energy, I think your spirit will become lighter, and I think people will actually start to notice your spirit becoming lighter. I think you'll become stronger, and I think you'll really notice the difference in your life, whatever this is. Whatever this restriction is kind of holding you back here, Aquarius. Not the best beginning of the week, but I think by the end of the week, things will really, really be good. Here we have the World card. Here we have the Two of Pentacles. So, coming together with someone who is much, much a better fit for you. Aquarius, you're definitely maturing and growing up in terms of relationships and learning who is for your benefit, who you can trust, who has your best interests at heart, and who doesn't, right? Who you can't trust. I think I'm going to stick with that, Aquarius. Once again, if you would like your own personal reading, please contact me at lamartownsendtarot.com. Some of you could also be kind of leaving a partner behind, especially if you're single and you've been dealing with a difficult person. I kind of see it's like an energy of, you know what, I'm tired of this uphill battle, I'm moving on, which I think is good, all right? Aries, what's up, Aries? Please contact me for your own personal, private, confidential psychic tarot reading. Aries at lamartownsendtarot.com, okay? Or a birth chart reading, all right? Aries, what's coming up for Aries for the week of October 13th until October 20th? What's coming up for Aries for the week of October 13th until October 20th? What's coming up for Aries until October 13th until October 20th, Spirit? What's coming up for, excuse me, by the way. What's coming up for Aries for the week of October 13th until October 20th? October 13th until October 20th. Alright, the card that I pulled for you, Aries, is Consult an Expert. So some of you may be consulting experts, so getting psychic readings this week, okay? More information is needed. Contact someone with expertise in this area, alright? So, with that being said, the card at the bottom of the deck for you, Aries, is the Queen of Wands. So, you know, kind of being in your element, making decisions. Some of you may be dealing with a pet or something, a difficult pet, or having to make a difficult decision in connections to a pet this week, okay? Especially if it's a cat, and especially if it's a black cat, alright? The Tower here in the past position, so something unexpected happened, Aries, that kind of rocked the foundation a little bit. Luckily, you were awarded or rewarded gifts from the universe to kind of mandate or fix the situation. May have been at the last minute, or you may have just, you know, you may be fortunate enough that you already have kind of the funds or whatever you need to fix whatever the situation is with the Tower, right? Here we have the Six of Pentacles in the future position. I'm kind of getting something about trust. It's like you trusted something, you trusted someone, and they ended up betraying your trust, or ended up betraying your trust. It's like you had a feeling, actually, about something as well here with the Queen of Wands. You were like, It's interesting because I go back to the consultant expert. So you may have consulted an expert in the past, but there may have been an energy of, I'm not really sure if this person is as much of an expert as they put themselves out to be, or I thought they were. And it may have been an energy of you had a feeling that a Tower moment could come up, but you were like, no, I'm going to consult the expert, I'm going to trust this person, they said this is going to happen or not going to happen, I believe them. It ended up happening anyway, right? And it's like it's like the universe kind of came in, or you had the funds to kind of mandate the situation. The Sun, elimination. Interesting week. It's like I really feel an energy of someone betraying your trust. Someone betraying your trust, or something betraying your trust. Lots of Pentacles, Aries. Here we have the Two of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. So working hard, focusing on money. Maybe because you don't, funds are getting low. I sometimes see the Two of Pentacles as funds getting low. How can I get more money? But I think you're confident. You're confident. You are, you're self-controlled in doing that, and kind of acquiring the resources you need, especially with the Ten of Pentacles coming right after. All right. The Four of Cups, the Page of Swords, the King of Swords. Definitely making some business moves, some business decisions this week, Aries. If you own your own business, some big business decisions to make. Overall, it feels like an energy of a woo, like I dodged that bullet. But a big kind of lesson on trust and trusting yourself more, I think. Learning to trust yourself more. Maybe not trusting or relying on other people so much. And then also on that same note, being more discerning and kind of realizing who you can and can't trust to do certain things, or with trust with certain information, right? I think that's a big lesson going on here, all right, Aries. Pisces, how are you guys? Contact me for your own personal reading at lamartownsendtarot.com, okay? Pisces. Spirit, what's coming up for my Pisces for the week of October 13th until October 20th? Pisces. It's coming up for Pisces for the week of October 13th until October 20th. Pisces. What's coming up for my Pisces, Spirit, for the week of October 13th until October 20th? Pisces. What's coming up for my Pisces for the week of October 13th until October 20th? Alright. Card at the bottom of the deck is a new dawn. The worst is behind you now, and positive new experiences are on the horizon. Alright? Card at the bottom of the deck, Pisces, is the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands for me is sometimes trouble sleeping. You know, worry, fear, anxiety. So you may be anxious over something. You may have trouble sleeping. I know Pisces can sometimes have bouts of insomnia, or like, you know, nighttime can be kind of a difficult time for Pisces sometimes because they tend to think a lot during the night, right? In the past position, we have the Strength card. So, you know, needing to harness that inner strength that you have, Pisces, to get over a difficult, feels like a difficult emotional situation, all right? The Hermit card in the present position, introspective, self-reflection, inner guidance, inner light. The Three of Swords in the future position, maybe needing to make a difficult decision, all right? Especially here with the Ace of Wands. Coming to the conclusion that you need to kind of make a difficult decision as well. Maybe a decision of needing to move on, needing to do something that needing to do something that requires you to harness your inner strength, all right? The Moon, vagueness, intuition, a lot of intuitive cards I'm getting, Pisces. You know, strength cards, intuitive cards, the world, a happy ending coming full circle. You may be dealing with another water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, all right? Could also be dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, okay? The Death card, an ending. So definitely an ending, I think, is coming to a head, or is coming to like a culmination this week. An ending is, I feel, definitely coming to a culmination this week. I feel like it's an ending of your kind of, an ending to your frustration, an ending to your, rumination over the past and the what ifs and the hopes and the wishes and the dreams, and letting go of that, I feel, and kind of getting your priorities straight, and getting your mental clarity back, Pisces, which I think is really, really good. So here we have the Nine of Swords. May have trouble sleeping, you know, maybe anxious, what so have you in the beginning. I really do think by the end of the week you will be in your element, because I'm getting all major arcanas at this point. The Empress, the Temperance card, the Hierophant, the Four of Wands, once again saying goodbye to the past. The Two of Pentacles, money, focusing on money, but the Chariot, nonetheless. The Wheel of Fortune. So, you know, I think this ending of this week is definitely going to end on a good note. Pisces, please don't revert back to your old habits, all right? Especially habits maybe of hanging around the wrong people, the wrong crowd, okay? But nonetheless, may not have the best start to the beginning of the week. May be a kind of difficult week in terms of emotions, right? And kind of motivating ourselves in that way. But I think by the end of the week, Pisces, things are going to be really good for you, okay? Gemini. Hey, Gemini, how are you? Please contact me for your own personal private reading at lamartownsendtarot.com, okay? What's coming up for my Gemini for the week of October 13th until October 20th? Gemini. What's coming up for my Geminis for the week of October 13th until October 20th? Gemini. What's coming up for my Geminis for the week of October 13th until October 20th? Gemini. Alright. The card that I pulled for you, Gemini, is Have Faith. Your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive and follow your guidance. All right. So the card at the bottom of the deck for you, Gemini, is the Four of Swords. So contemplation, thinking before acting, trying to figure out which the best decision is for you, trying to figure out which the best move is for you, right? Literally or figuratively, okay? The Chariot in the past position. Cancer. You may have Cancer in your chart, Gemini, or you could have just been feeling confident in your element, self-controlled in the past, all right? In the present position, we have the Wheel of Fortune, so things are moving forward in a positive way. For me, it feels like for you, there's an energy of needing to kind of go with the flow of things, and then I think your answer will kind of be led to you. You'll be led to your answer. The Ten of Swords in the future position, because I think if you use too much of your mental, if you use too much of your verbal to get you out of whatever situation this is, or to kind of even figure out the situation, it's not going to work for you, Gemini, okay? It's not going to work for you. So I think you just kind of need to go with the flow. Don't question things. I know that can be very difficult for you because Geminis like to question everything. You know, Geminis are very, very curious. But in this context, Gemini, I wouldn't question. You know, you have the Wheel of Fortune in the present position. So regardless, things are going in the direction that they're meant to go. The Knight of Swords is rushing energy. So let's see what is after that. The Six of Wands, defensive energy. I think, you know what, I think it's frustrating for you to not do something, to not ask why. Like, you know, this energy of needing to wait and be patient and sit is very frustrating for Gemini, and I understand that. I'm saying fighting it's not going to work in your benefit, okay? So I would say try to find healthy ways that don't kind of incur negative karma to take out your frustrations, okay? So here we have the Nine of Cups, which is all about pleasure. The Queen of Swords, which can kind of be a little bit of cutthroat energy. The Knight of Wands, which is kind of in and out energy. So here we have a lot of kind of iffy cards, which tells me you may kind of be feeling iffy, you know, kind of, you know, not emotionally balanced, all right? Because of an energy of needing to wait, you know? Try not to be self-sabotaging this week, Gemini. You know, I think listening to some music, you know, maybe drinking some wine, having some coffee, you know, whatever you can do to calm your nerves and do your best to get through this week without causing drama, all right, or stirring up, you know, situations, I think will carry you into the next week, and you'll have a happier next week, okay? So have faith that things will get better, because they will, all right? And be good, okay? All right, Leo, how are you? Contact me for your own personal reading at lamartownsendtarot.com, okay? Whether it be a birth chart reading or a tarot reading, all right? If you have any questions, check out the FAQ in the personal ethics section. Leo, what's coming up for my Leos for the week of October 13th until October 20th? Leos for the week of October 13th until October 20th. Leos, what's coming up for my Leos for the week of October 13th until October 20th? Leos for October 13th until October 20th. What's coming up for my Leos for the week of October 13th until October 20th? Okay. Card at the bottom of the deck for you, Leo, is Dream Big, okay? Let go of small thoughts about yourself and see yourself succeeding. Dream big, Leo, alright? The card at the bottom of the deck for you, Leo, is the King of Pentacles. So money is on your mind, or you could be dealing with an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, okay? The Justice card in the past position, karma, rights being wronged or wrongs being righted. The High Priestess, very intuitive. The Wheel of Fortune, things moving forward the way that they were meant to move forward in a positive direction. The Four of Pentacles in the conclusion. Money is definitely on your mind this week, holding on to what you have in terms of money, holding on to what you have in terms of assets. Some of you could be going through a separation or a divorce or something like that currently. Or there could be talks of that. The Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, the Eight of Wands. Very active week for you, Leo. The Queen of Wands. Lots of decisions to be made this week. Could be decisions you're making or decisions that are being made for you. Okay, decisions that are being made about you. There's a lot going on in these cards. Leos are going through a lot this week, I'm seeing, alright? Where can I start? Definitely some decisions being made. Things moving forward in the way that they were meant to move forward. You holding on to what you have. Maybe being a little bit looser in terms of that. Not holding on so tightly, I think, will benefit you much more. Not holding on so tightly to what you have. Being a little bit loose with it. Being a little bit more innovative as well, Leo. I'm not sure what that means, but being more innovative, thinking more outside of the box, I think. Maybe your mind is opening more, which can be interesting because sometimes, you know, opening our minds can be painful and difficult, but necessary. You know, working through mental blocks, working through mental clarities. Very kind of spiritually important week for you, Leo. I think you are going through some type of spiritual development, spiritual growth. I think you're in the midst of it, a lot of you, and a lot of you could be going through karmic situations as well this week, and I feel like they will come to a head pretty soon. I would say within the next 2 or 3 months, so by the end of the year or so. Whatever difficult situation you may be currently going through will end around that time, okay? That was a lot. Alright, Sagittarius. Let's move on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, how are you guys? Please contact me for your own personal private tarot reading at lamartownsendtarot.com, okay? Sagittarius. What's coming up for my Sagittarius is for the week of October 13th until October 20th. Sagittarius for the week of October 13th until October 20th. Sagittarius for the week of October 13th until October 20th. Sagittarius for the week of October 13th until October 20th. Sagittarius for the week of October 13th until October 20th. What's coming up for my Sagittarius is for the week of October 13th until October 20th. The card I pulled for you, Sag, is Watch Your Thoughts. It's important to only think about what you desire and not what you fear. Alright? The card at the bottom of the deck for you is the Moon card. So a little bit of vagueness, confusion, illusion, emotions, alright? Intuition as well, alright? So pay attention to the signs the universe may be giving you this week about a current kind of difficult situation you may be going through or a situation you're trying to solve or figure out, alright? The card in the past position is the World, so something coming to an ending, a cycle coming to an ending. Could be a karmic cycle. The present position is the Seven of Pentacles. Lots of options. Not all of them good for you, though. The Strength card in the future position. And the Page of Cups in the conclusion. So some new emotional situation could be coming to you, Sag, that may require you to use your emotions to feel it out rather than your intelligence, okay? Which can be a difficult terrain for you sometimes, Sag, depending on what you have in your chart, okay? Could deal with money though, alright? Could deal with money. Could come from a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus woman or a Leo, Sagittarius woman, alright? The Page of Swords here. I think you'll be very open to whatever this person is kind of offering you. The Temperance card, this is you balancing your emotions, thinking before you act, observing, doing your research as well. The Ten of Cups. Interesting. Sag, I think the first sight of unhappiness, sometimes I think you run away. The first sight of something not meshing with what your idea of what something should be, I think you run away. The first sight of some philosophy, some ideology, something that you don't agree with, you run, alright? However, I think whatever this kind of thing this person may be offering you, situation this person may be offering you, has a potential to attract a lot of money, okay? So while there may be something about whatever this person is offering you that may not completely, you may not completely understand or agree with right now, alright? Sometimes we have to sacrifice in that way. Does that make sense? Sometimes we have to open our minds and sacrifice our belief of something, and our judgment of something more so than a belief. Because sometimes beliefs and judgment can overlap, right? So that it feels like kind of that situation where it's like we kind of need to look past that maybe, or look deeper into it and see the truth of it, right? Because you're sad, so you like the truth. So there maybe need to kind of, and don't be afraid to ask questions either, right? But regardless, I think this could be a good thing for you. But at the end of the day, you're going to do what you want, Sag. I think turning it down just could not be the best, alright? At least think about it, alright? Because I think it does have a possibility to generate a lot of money for you, a lot of abundance for you, okay, Sag? A lot of expansion, so just think about it, alright? Whatever it is that's being offered to you this week, okay? Especially if it's in terms of money, alright? Or something tangible, something material. Earth is, the Pentacles are material. The Empress is material, money, materialism, the material world, which is the world that we kind of live on and kind of operate on, right? Virgo. How are you, Virgo? Contact me for your own personal, private, confidential psychic tarot reading at lamartownsendtarot.com, okay? Can't wait to hear from you, whether it be a birth chart reading or a tarot reading, alright? Virgo, what's coming up for my Virgos for the week of October 13th until October 20th? What's coming up for my Virgos for the week of October 13th until October 20th? What's coming up for my Virgos for the week of October 13th until October 20th? What's coming up for my Virgos for the week of October 13th until October 20th? Alright. Card I pulled for you, Virgo, is Simplify Your Life. Eliminate clutter from your home and work life to balance the flow of activities. Alright? Card at the bottom of the deck, Virgo, is the King of Cups. So some emotional offer could be surrounding you. Some love could be surrounding you. The King of Cups can sometimes be romance. The cups are always emotions. So it could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Alright? Here we have the Three of Cups here in the past position, the Two of Wands here in the present position, and the Two of Swords in the future position. So some of you actually could be dealing with some issues with this King of Cups, alright? Issues with cheating, issues with talking to people outside of the relationship, flirting, or something like that. The Emperor, which ironically for me is Aries, but it's also a Scorpio, or a Virgo, Taurus, Sagittarius, Leo, alright? The Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups, The Four of Wands. Definitely some third-party situations that could be going on this week, or could be kind of discovered or figured out this week, Virgo. Some of you could get the feeling of being looked over for something, or some of you could literally be looked over for something, which kind of causes you to also think of, it's like an energy of 1 foot in, 1 foot out of a situation or a relationship. So a lot of you could have 1 foot in, 1 foot out, because you're not being valued, because you're not being appreciated, or you're just feeling this way. Could be getting this energy from, once again, this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, man or woman. All right. Regardless, I think you're gonna feel your I think you're gonna not think your way out of the situation. You know, I think you're going to devise a plan to either get out of the situation or kind of pin this person just where you want them. All right. To get the truth, and I think you get the truth. It may not be the truth that you want, though. All right, but maybe the truth you need for closure. All right. Regardless, if you're single, Virgo, and dealing with someone who's giving you difficulty, especially if they're Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, man, or just person in general, I feel like you'll have a better fit maybe with a water sign, man or woman. Okay, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I'm feeling Pisces energy, but they could be, once again, a Scorpio or Cancer. Right, Virgo. Some people may be showing you their true colors this week. Believe them. All right. Don't question it. Just leave. Okay, if that is what your gut is calling you to do. All right. And this could deal with a relationship, a job situation, whatever. All right. If you just feel like you're not being appreciated or valued this week, address it and or leave. All right. Libra. How are you, Libra? Thank you so much for contacting me for your own personal reading at lamartownsendtarot.com, okay? Or a birth chart reading, all right? Libra, what's coming up for my Libras for the week of October 13th until October 20th? What's coming up for my Libras for the week of October 13th until October 20th? Libra for the week of October 13th until October 20th. Spirit, please tell me, please show me what's coming up for my Libras for the week of October 13th until October 20th. What's coming up for my Libras? Libra Spirit, please tell me, please show me what's coming up for Libra for the week of October 13th until October 20th. Lord, my stomach is growling. Uh-oh. Libra. The morning affirmations card. You got morning affirmations, okay? Say positive affirmations each morning to open the gates of manifestation. Libra, the card at the bottom of the deck for you is the Seven of Wands. So being defensive, having a little bit of a sharp mouth maybe this week, all right? Or just a sharp reaction to things, a sharp reaction to people, okay? I think it's because you have a lot on your mind, Libra, a lot of responsibilities, a lot of weight on your shoulders, so to speak, okay? But you're kind of waddling through and weeding through, okay? The Death card in the present position, an ending coming to a fault, an ending coming to a head. The Empress in the future position could be an ending in terms of finances. You could, finances may be getting better. The Hierophant in the conclusion could be consulting an expert, or good wisdom, good insight, good advice could be coming to you. Because I feel like you definitely need some type of insight or kind of advice in terms of a decision to make. The Two of Swords is always a decision. It deals with intuition, listening to one's intuition, but sometimes Libras can get a little stuck on the fence and not know what decision to make. So sometimes, universe, spirit kind of needs to kind of give you that extra push, Libra, in the right direction, right? That you need to, that you need to go in, that the universe needs you to go in, right? Okay. Of course, we have free will, so we can go in whatever direction we want. But the universe is always working in your best self-interest. The universe always has your back, right? And the universe could call you to leave a situation that's not good for you this week, Libra, especially if it's a third party situation and you don't know it, okay? If the universe is calling you to leave a situation, that could be one of the reasons, okay? Uh, because you're not being valued, because you're being looked over, because you're not being respected, okay? Libra, know that if that is the case, there will be something better coming for you. There will be uh, a more deserving relationship, position, situation coming for you. Okay, Libra, you are the embodiment of beauty. You are, the magician. Okay, that Venus energy is going to, bring that love that you kind of radiate right back to you. Okay, so I need you to believe that. All right. Libra, get your priorities straight. Focus on, it's like, when you become imbalanced, your priorities kind of get off. And any little thing can sometimes cause you to be imbalanced, like having to make a big decision and not knowing what decision to make, right? Libra, follow your gut, follow your intuition. Let go of all this responsibility. Not let go of all of it, but don't let the weight of it kind of bring you down so much, okay? Work through it. Take care of the responsibility so that you can take care of whatever this is that's being dragged out here. That could really just be solved by a decision, all right? But Libras always want to make the best decision, right? Usually without the most difficulty, with minimal difficulty. Libra, either way, it's going to be difficult, but it just depends on what is that difficulty going to lead you to ultimately, okay? So I think I'm going to end on that note, all right? Capricorn, how are you guys? Contact me for your own personal private tarot reading at lamartownsendtarot.com, okay? Can't wait to hear from you. Capricorn, what's coming up for my Capricorns for the week of October 13th until October 20th? Capricorn, for the week of October 13th until October 20th. What's coming up for my Capricorns? For the week of October 13th until October 20th. Spirit, please tell me, please show me what's coming up for Capricorns. For the week of October 13th until October 20th. Capricorns. The card at the bottom of the deck for you, Capricorn, is make a decision. Feeling stuck or indecisive, listen to your intuition and make a decision. Alright? Card at the bottom of the deck for you, Capricorn, is the Nine of Pentacles, of course. Money, money, money. Very focused on your money, protective of your money. Paying close attention to your money as well, which is good. The King of Swords in the past position. The Hermit card, introspection, self-reflection in the present position. The Ten of Pentacles in the future position. So money, once again, the Three of Swords in the conclusion though. Let's see what we have going on here. The Queen of Wands. There may be some disappointing news coming this week, Capricorn. Maybe in terms of money, in terms of something you had hoped would come through and it didn't come through the way you expected it to, or this could deal with something from the past. Regardless, I think you're going to work your way out of the situation. I don't think you're going to let it get you down too much. Could be lots of issues going on around the workplace, lots of fights, arguments, drama. Capricorn, listen to your intuition, listen to your self-awareness, alright? Sometimes Capricorns can be brutally self-aware, but they still stay in situations that aren't good for them, right? The universe is saying when the universe tells you to act, Capricorn. Don't sit on it. Don't wait and say, oh, I'll wait until, the time is right. I'll wait until the timing. It's interesting because Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, which rules time and which rules karma, which both are kind of intertwined with one another. So Capricorns are kind of like Libra in that way. Not indecisive like Libra, but Capricorns can sometimes sit on the fence just because they know at the end of the day they'll make the right decision, but they don't have to make it immediately. Does that make sense? Capricorn, sometimes making it immediately actually alters the course, changes the course of the ultimate outcome, right? Rather than kind of sitting on the fence, you know, Cap. So I think ultimately, Capricorn, you know, this week, if some disappointing news does come to you, don't let it get you down, all right? It could be something really, really minute, too. Like, sometimes Capricorns can make it bigger than it is in their head. Don't fret too much. There may be some delays this week, but at the end of the day, you're okay. Have a positive mindset, you know, so that you can attract positive experiences to you, all right? Rather than the opposite, all right? Taurus, how are you, Taurus? Please contact me for your own personal reading at lamartownsendtarot.com. I would love to hear from you. All right, Taurus, what is coming up for my Tauruses for the week of October 13th until October 20th? What's coming up for my Taurus for the week of October 13th until October 20th? What's coming up for my Tauruses for the week of October 13th until October 20th? What's coming up for my Tauruses for the week of October 13th until October 20th? What's coming up for my Tauruses for the week of October 13th until October 20th? Thank you, Spirit. Oh, interesting. You and Capricorn have similar cards, Taurus. Yes, Taurus, your intuition is correct. Take action accordingly. The card at the bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles, the same card Capricorn got previously. The Queen of Wands here in the past position. You could have just entered a new situation, Taurus, that is much more beneficial both for your mental health and for your pocketbook, for your finances, okay? The Queen of Cups here in the present position. The Seven of Swords here in the future position, feeling defensive. The Five of Cups here in the conclusion. Taurus, there may be a situation where you kind of lose your cool, or you kind of want to lose your cool this week. Don't. It's not going to work in your benefit, Taurus. You know, if some difficulty is bestowed on you, if something is asked of you that kind of requires you to go out of your way, and it may be a lot out of your way. Sometimes angels come to us in that way. And it feels kind of like that's what the situation is. Like an angel or something comes to you this week. And how you react, Taurus, makes all the difference. And it's interesting because it could come as an angel or a person who kind of actually ruffles something inside of you, who kind of erupts something inside of you. But I feel like this is kind of bringing attention to your growth. This is a situation that you've kind of been dealing with for a while, but you've been trying to overcome. You've been trying to suppress, maybe even, or repress. So, once again, if that is the case, you know, if something like it kind of feels like, you know, how we grow up, you know, we get out of high school, but, you know, in high school there was always that one thing that people made fun of you of or called you in high school, like, you know, they called you gay or fat, you know, that kind of really, really got you in your feelings, right, back then. But you think you grow up and you think, you know, oh, I'm above that, I'm grown, I'm mature, I'm an adult now, but it's like something happens, someone says something, someone does something that kind of brings you back mentally to that same place, you know, of being that childhood in high school who got made fun of. That's kind of what it feels like, and your reaction to that makes all the difference, because either you'll be able to look at your reaction and be like, wow, I've grown so much, like I can't believe how much I've grown, like wow, like, you know, because you'll look at it in a completely different way, whereas it used to kind of put you in a negative space, whereas now it may put you in a kind of analytical or like a different perspective, a different space. or it will put you back in that same space that it put you back in high school, and you'll realize, wow, I haven't changed that much in terms of that. Like, that still gets me in my feelings. Um, could also just be dealing with childish things around the workplace, childish things in general. Doesn't really feel like it's coming from you, Taurus. It feels like it's more so coming from the people around you. So, just don't let it get to you, and just keep moving forward, okay, Taurus? Things are getting better for you. Things are moving forward in a positive way, and you just kind of need to believe that, all right? And not focus on the stuff that doesn't really matter. All right, Cancer. Hey, Cancers, contact me for your own personal reading at lamartownsendtarot.com or your own birth chart reading, okay? Cancers, what's coming up for my Cancers? Cancer, the crabs, the crabby patties for the week of October 13th until October 20th. What's coming up for my Cancer crabby patties for the week of October 13th until October 20th? What's coming up for my Cancers for the week of October 13th until October 20th? What's coming up for my Cancers for the week of October 13th until October 20th? What's coming up for my Cancers for the week of October 13th until October 20th? Alright. Not so crabby this week, Cancer, which I like, actually. I don't know why Photoshop popped up. Could you go back down? Thank you. Alright, Waves of Prosperity is the card that you got. New abundance and exciting opportunities wash over you now, Cancer. So definitely a good week for you. The card at the bottom of the deck is the Page of Cups. Not crabby, but feeling actually very spunky and bright and jovial, maybe even. Curious. It's like you've been kind of inducted into a new situation. You may have been inducted into a new position at your job. It's, a very fresh type of energy coming from you this week, Cancer. The Six of Cups here in the past position. It's almost like, whatever this kind of thing you were inducted in, or, this new responsibility that was bestowed on your shoulders, kind of brings you back to like a childhood kind of perspective, a childhood like kind of mindset, where it's just like you feel like a child again a little bit in some way, in some aspect. But here in the present position, we have the Seven of Swords, or the Seven of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. All right, and in the conclusion, we have the Justice card. So maybe feeling a little bit crabby this week, Cancer, but the Two of Cups. Cancer, it's not always about you. It's not always about you, and I don't know what I mean by that. It's not always about you. All right. Here, I don't know what I mean by that, but with the Seven of Wands and the Knight of Swords, I'm feeling it's not always about you. Okay, so please don't get in your feelings about that. All right. The Seven of Pentacles, the Death card. It's like just as easy. It's like the beginning of the week you feel very spunky, but then it's like it starts to get a little, a little not so spunky as we go on into later into the week. But Cancer, there's an energy of you getting stronger. There's an energy of you learning to not let situations get you down so easily. Kind of taking that from Gemini and not being so pessimistic and kind of being more spunky and upbeat and curious about life, and kind of optimistic about life. I think that will carry you on much, much better. I think a friend could also come through for you in a very positive way towards the beginning of this week, Cancer, especially in a time of need, maybe when you need something. Cancer, be sure to pay that person back, okay? When you can, of course. All right. I know you will, but stress is getting high as we get later into the holidays. Stress could be happening around the home. Cancer, stick to your positive mindset. Stick to your, balancing your own emotions, and kind of, staying your ground and kind of, staying in your waters and not rocking the boat too much, okay? In terms of other people, but also in terms of yourself, all right? Kind of take it easy this week, all right? Scorpio. Scorpio, what's coming up for my Scorpios? Please contact me for your own personal reading at lamartownsendtarot.com, okay? I would love to hear from you. Scorpios, what's coming up for my Scorpios for the week of October 13th until October 20th? Spirit, please tell me, please show me what's coming up for my Scorpios for the week of October 13th until October 20th. Spirit, what's coming up for my Scorpios for the week of October 13th until October 20th? Spirit, please tell me, please show me what's coming up for my Scorpios for the week of October 13th until October 20th. What's coming up for my Scorpios for the week of October 13th until October 20th? Thank you, Spirit. The card at the bottom of the deck is Blessed Change. A major life change brings you great blessings. Card at the bottom of the deck is the Judgment card. Now, sometimes the Judgment card I actually see as my kind of health care card, my medicine, my health card. So some of you could be having maybe issues with health or may need to kind of pay attention to your health, all right, this week. The Three of Wands here in the past position. Moving on, looking, you know, past something, you know, moving on from something. The Magician here in the present position, having everything you need to manifest the best version of yourself and the best life. The Hierophant in the future position, you know, advice, having the inner wisdom you need to get through any situation. The Hanged Man in the conclusion, or waiting period of something. Could be waiting on something, Scorpio. Could be waiting on something. The Six of Cups. Waiting on some good news to come your way. The Star. The Ten of Swords. Scorpio, I wouldn't set yourself up for disappointment. Whatever this new good news that you are expecting to come, of course, hope for the best, but don't, you know, don't expect the worst, but, you know. But don't set yourself up for disappointment at the same time by putting all your eggs in one basket, all right? Scorpio, you could be feeling the energy of needing to move on from a situation. If that's what you're feeling, I would agree. Could be a lot of drama around the situation, lots of fights. Could be the workplace, all right? Some of you are just kind of realizing that you need to move on finally from something, you know, like indefinitely, like yesterday, all right? I think you're also becoming more self-aware of yourself and your actions, Scorpio, and how they affect other people, but also how your own affections, that's interesting. Maybe that was a Freudian slip. How your own affections, whatever. How your own actions affect yourself, but other people, but also yourself, okay? Once again, this could be in terms of health, right? Like maybe you hang out around people who don't have the best health habits, who don't eat the best, healthiest foods. So you tend to eat not the healthiest foods. Like it's that energy of kind of you becoming self-aware and realizing, oh, I don't need to eat this. I need to eat something healthier. I don't eat this because they eat this. Like, you know, it's like that kind of energy. And I think you will start to kind of separate yourself from those people. You may have some issues and tiffs with those people, all right? But regardless, Scorpio, I know you'll be able to work through it because you have that Pluto energy and that Mars energy. So if anyone tries you, you will try them back, okay? 10 times, all right? 10 times over, all right? You guys, I hope you enjoyed this weekly horoscope. Lots going on this week, but I believe next week will be a much better week for us all. This week isn't the worst. It's not bad, but it's a little bit of a kind of growing pain week, all right? I think that describes this week really well, growing pains. It's like we're all having growing pains, but, you know, I really think next week's going to be a really, really good week, okay? I'll see you then, all right? Contact me for your own personal reading at lamartownsendtarot.com, all right? I can't wait to hear from you, or email me at lamar.townsend@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram at lamartownsend, where I do daily tarot pulls, daily tarot draws. I do a card of the day type of thing. Also on Facebook, facebook.com/LamarTownsendOfficial. And subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification button, and share these weeklies and any of my other videos with your family and friends, okay? I give you permission, okay? Thank you. See ya.